How are you feeling?
Tired. Tired. Proud of the resolve they showed. We've put out the same team, which is testament to their performance against Taunton. Berkhamsted have a real strong start of play, which is effective. I know they've got a few injuries and there's a couple of mistakes from them today, but they're a good side. They started the season really well organised, well drilled, have a clear pattern of how they're going to play. And it tested us, especially the last 15-20 minutes. So yeah, really pleased with stuff against a good side.
Yeah, definitely. So of course, Barry Gums scored first for Berkhamsted in the 3rd minute, and then George Moore super quickly after that in the 4th minute for an opening goal. What were your thoughts on George Moore's goal, but both goals today?
I thought our goal was really sloppy. We didn't defend the first phase. Toby's played a sloppy ball back into midfield from a clearance. They're very good at recycling the ball, and they've got some very good players in the final third, like Brad Watkins, who played for me years ago, but he's intelligent in the final third, and he's made a really good run, which hasn't been matched by us, which is quite lazy. And it's a good goal. It's a good goal, and they've gone one up. And again, I think George was unplayable in periods tonight, and he scored a great goal, and his energy was excellent. And whenever you come back so early after conceding, it is a real hammer blow to the opposition, because then they're, after being so positive, expecting obviously them to kick on to do that, it brought us back into the game nicely. So.
Yeah, definitely. So, I'm not going to hide away from the inevitable here. Last minute, George Moore red card. What were your thoughts on that?
Yeah, no, it was. I don't think anyone's going to question the tackle was. It was at full pelt. I felt the referee created the chaos by not giving himself a little bit of time to think. He was straight in making a decision. He's also made the decision on top of the poor lad that's on the floor injured. From my viewpoint, I didn't think George really caught him, but where he is at the moment, and probably in modern day football, where referees are now, you could understand why May gave it. I just felt with a place in the game in the 95th minute, George is tired, he's tried to make an attempt to win the ball. I thought the referee could have used common sense, but we do seem to be at this level at the moment, lacking that in some officials. They seem to lose sight of a number of bookings were missed from both teams today, both teams. He's booked Harry for a comment and he's sent George off for that. It just seemed like he was inconsistent in his approach, and I was disappointed. I just felt he could have actually managed the whole situation so much better. I felt his decision to do it there, if he'd walked away 10-15 yards, had a little bit of time to think, and then sent George off, A, would have given their player time to be able to get some treatment, and B, wouldn't have meant there was a massive spark point in front of the benches, and it would have probably meant that actually we could have just moved on and got on with it. But it's the way he dealt with it. I thought he dealt with it quite poorly. I think one of the major disappointing things was that it was the goal in the first half, the disallowed goal. It looks onside clearly. I think the young lad, the linesman, again, is admitted to making a mistake, and it's frustrating at this level of football when you're at a good level where key moments are going to be so pivotal that you can't afford to not go and get the third goal, which would allow us to be in a stronger position. But again, it's a mistake by an official. But listen, they are made. We make loads as managers and players. We just have to accept it and move on.
Yeah, so Kai Hobbs is expected to be back soon after his red card against Chertsey Town. However, in the process of that, you're losing George Moore. What are your tactics now for the next couple of games with this?
Kai's got one more game to go, so he will miss Tiverton. George will make a decision what we're going to do as a club from watching the footage today, and see if we decide to appeal. With both of them, we've said we've got a blessed squad. Cole Brown was excellent Saturday, and KJ Ossu's come on against Dan, done really well. Nams has been brilliant and can play through the middle. We've got Rio Connell back, and we've got Danielle Winter, we've got Dan Rowe who's not here tonight. We've got loads of options to go and get in those places. So we're in a position where we're in a strong position for a squad wise, and we also got a bit of a break now with nothing Saturday, so it gives us a bit of time with the little knocks and niggles we've got to get everyone ready for Tiverton away, which is going to be a really tough game. So.
Yeah, definitely. And again, tonight a lot of fans said the ball was going up the pitch perfectly fine, but the goals just weren't there. What are we going to change for next game so that we can get those goals?
Yeah, always as a manager, the key thing is creating chances. If you're not creating chances, you can't really complain, because the next little bit is the final touches to it. So we've created lots of chances in that second half and just not being clinical. You've got to remember people like Harry Thorpe and people like them that haven't. Apart from Joe and Nams, no one's really been at this level. So they're all new to this and they're developing their games. So we've got to be patient with them. It will come good. Like I said, I think we've got to be realistic. We're undefeated still. And we've played a very tough game here tonight against a good side. And if you'd have said before Taunton game take 4 points from 6, you certainly would have taken it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, again, like you said, you're Uxbridge are now in 9th place after their match this evening, and you take on Tiverton Town next Saturday. So we can't wait to see you there, Danny. Rest up, get a good night's sleep.
Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. See you later.